The westward stream of settlers disrupted the lives of Native Americans living in the plains and in the West. It also disrupted the patterns of buffalo that the natives depended upon for survival. As the Transcontinental Railroad was completed, rail lines went through the land that was previously given to tribes through treaty with the United States government. The tribe that's going to resist the most is going to be the Sioux tribe. In 1865, the U.S. government announced they would be placing a road through Sioux territory. The following year, the Sioux will kill 88 American soldiers for retaliation. In 1868, after negotiating, the Sioux agreed to move to the Black Hills of South Dakota. Prior to that, in 1867, Congress decided that Native Americans were in the way and they all needed to be removed, and they would be placed in Oklahoma and South Dakota. They wanted to make every effort to transform natives from savages into civilized beings, and that's from Congress saying that. So the Sioux does move to the Black Hills after forming an agreement with the United States government. It's going to be found that there is massive gold in the region of the Black Hills where the United States government had given the Sioux tribe the land. So white miners are going to find out that there is gold in the region, and there's going to be a massive gold rush that is going to lead to some natives making a last stand. One of the chiefs from the Sioux tribe, his name was Chief Red Cloud. This is a quote from him. "The white men have crowded the Indians back year by year, and now our last hunting ground, the home of our people, is to be taken from us. Our women and children will starve. But for my part, I prefer to die fighting rather than by starvation." So Chief Red Cloud is ready to fight to the end to make sure that his tribe and that he had tried every effort possible to make them survive. In 1875, Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer is going to lead 1,000 soldiers into the Black Hills. And he's going to make a formal announcement that gold has been discovered here. And within 2 years, 10,000 people will fill the region, miners looking for gold. And this is supposed to be Sioux land. The federal government tried to convince the Sioux tribe to sell the land back to the United States government that they had just literally given them less than 10 years ago. They say that they'll give them $6 million for the land. Sitting Bull, who is pictured here, he is quoted saying, "Tell the Great Father," who was U.S. President Grant, that I do not want to sell any land to the government. This is going to end up turning into a war between the Sioux tribe and the United States government, and it's known as the Great Sioux War. It's going to last 15 months. There will be 15 battles that will take place in Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, and Nebraska. One of the major battles of the Sioux War is the Battle of Little Bighorn, and this is going to take place in June 1876. General Custer is going to find a very large encampment of Sioux, Northern Cheyenne, and Arapaho natives on the Little Bighorn River, which is located in the southeast corner of the Montana Territory. Ignoring the warnings of his scouts, Custer is going to split his force into two, and they're going to attack the Sioux village on June 25th. Within minutes, the U.S. is going to be surrounded by 2,500 warriors that are led by Crazy Horse, who is quoted saying that day, "A good day to fight, a good day to die." So these Native Americans are willing to do whatever it takes to save their way of life. After 30 minutes of fighting, 210 soldiers will be killed from the U.S. side. They will have no more bullets left. All the men are going to be dead, including their leader, Custer, who was killed during the battle. After the battle was over, Cheyenne women are going to pierce Custer's eardrums with sewing needles for not listening to stay off their lands. President Grant and Congress is going to dispatch more supplies and troops to the region because of this.